Please bear with me today, everybody. This video is hard for me to talk about. It's nothing like crazy bad. I just want to explain and be honest with myself and to my audience. So those with anxiety, please simmer down. Nothing crazy. So today's video, just for the sake of telling you how recent it is, it's Thanksgiving Day for another hour. So yeah, it's Thanksgiving Day, 11 o'clock at night. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. I've spent all day with my family, and then I came back home, played some video games, done literally nothing. Was going to go to the gym, but I've eaten so bad because of Thanksgiving that I've eaten so much that I just don't feel like working out. So instead of forcing myself through it like I usually do, I've earned a day of rest because I've worked my butt off 6 days a week working out, doing all sorts of crazy stuff. So that's kind of where I'm sitting at now. So here we go. The reason I am, the thing I want to tell you in this video is that I am not going to be uploading videos daily anymore. I'm thinking 3 days a week, possibly Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, or Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Unless you've got any other suggestions you'd want, please let me know. Let me explain the reasoning for that. The reason I'm going to downgrade those videos, it's going to be 3 days a week, or possibly 2, possibly less. And I don't know how much longer I'm going to be making videos. I think I'll always make videos, but it's definitely probably not going to be at the top of the, as much and as often as it's been before in the past. Like I said, it's hard for me to tell everybody this. I don't like it. I actually hate it, but I have to be honest with you, and I'm going to explain why. So I can't keep the video things up because I can't put as much effort into my videos as I have in the past, simply because I'm living on my own. I've got bills to pay, and YouTube is not bringing me in enough money. I don't want to sound like I'm complaining like, oh, I'm not making any money off YouTube, nobody's watching my stuff. I'm just being honest. I can't keep this up. To give you guys a little bit of a story and background behind all this, I pulled up my analytics for my channel. And so in the past 4 years, it actually says I started January 1st because it was like 11:30 at night that we made this. So February the 1st, 2014 to November 21st, 2017. I'm not going to show you the numbers. I really don't feel like it. Let's just talk about it. I'll put some captions up or something so you get some visuals. But in the past 4 years, I've had 160 subscribers. Of course, it's telling me 159 now, so I may have just lost one while I was pulling all this up. But anyways, it says 160 subscribers in 4 years. I've had 13,286 views in the past 4 years. And so my watch time in minutes has been 34,542 minutes. Just for the sake of the video, I will convert that into hours. So 575 hours has been put into 575.7 hours have been put into watch time, which would be 3.4 weeks. So I have had 3.4 weeks of watch time in the past 4 years of my channel. You know, that's that. Kind of pull up the real-time overview just for the sake of it once again. In the past 48 hours, I have had 8 views estimated on videos. In the last 60 minutes, I've had 0 views. Going to my PayPal account has been 100% revenue off of YouTube videos. I've not added any money to the account. I have $3.75 in that account. I know for a fact that in April of 2016, March or April is when I set up with Social Blade and I started making money. So in just under 2 years, I have made almost $4. Now let's start putting things into perspective money-wise. In 4 years, when I first started making YouTube videos, in 4 years when I started YouTube, I had a laptop, and so I had the laptop, and I never started using Facecam at first, so I had the laptop, which was a built-in webcam for the couple times I did make it on camera for short clips. Excuse me. I had the built-in microphone of the laptop. I had a controller that is different from the one I use now, and that was essentially it. That was literally it. I didn't have any backup files, no backup hard drives. Everything was done on that computer. The filming, the editing, everything. So I don't count the stuff I already had as cost towards YouTube videos. And I've tried to be frugal. I've played a lot of free-to-play games. I've used emulators. I've done things like that. Tried to be as cheap as possible. So you gotta think. I'm thinking right off the top of my head, and I've kind of have a mental list and stuff I'd written down that I looked at before I filmed this, of all the stuff I've bought, hardware, software, everything that has either been bought specifically for YouTube or bought and then later used for YouTube. Keep it in the back of my head, like the green screen, the headset, the new controller, this entire gaming desktop PC that we're working on, the desktop microphone, the headset mic, the webcam, everything. The lighting I actually already had. I just salvaged that. But everything I have bought post beginning YouTube, everything I've bought for this computer, I've spent about $4,000 in the past 4 years. So $4,000 I've spent in creating Gamer with Gains, the channel, making videos for all the content, and I've made not even $4 back. Another thing in perspective is that's just the cost of material stuff. That's not counting the countless hours of time filming videos. Oh, there's an external hard drive laying around here that I back everything up on. That was about $120 for, what was it, 2 terabytes of stuff. And then there's another internal hard drive that's 3 terabytes that I installed at the beginning of this year, because it was right around the time I got my gallbladder out. I think it was right before I had my surgery, so it was like January. Anyways, yeah, it was January, because that was right after my surgery got rescheduled. Rabbit trail. So anyways, all that being said, and that was just extra stuff that I bought, spent money on. Countless hours. Let me just put into perspective the countless hours. I started out in high school, and that was just something for fun here and there. I didn't really try to put any hardcore work into it. I tried to a little bit over the summer, and then I had a summer job and different crap like that. My parents opened their shop, and I had to live there for a while, or it felt like it. Then I started college, and I had college work to do, all that other stuff. Okay, hopefully it doesn't freeze on me again, because this computer keeps freezing. I mean, it's all this crap. Okay, please don't freeze on me again. So let me put it into perspective. 2016 was the year that I or 2015, late 2015, I was talking to a friend in college, or acquaintance, whatever you want to call him. He basically was giving me crap that I only had like 100 or so subscribers in the 2 or 3 years that I'd done it. That's literally what the numbers were at that point. So about 100 subs. You know, he's giving me crap for it. And I just kind of thought to myself, okay, 2016, that was when I really stepped up the production of all my YouTube stuff, because I was like, I'll start doing a video every day. I'll have all the content out there, and that'll really put me on the map. That was kind of my idea. And so that was, 2016 was really when it picked up, because it was a video every day for about the first 10 months, and then I got into my last semester of college for that fall and winter, and I just could not keep up with the production because I was working full-time college, full-time work at that point. And anybody who's gone to college, the professors told me, counselors told me, I had several people in college tell me a good rule of thumb. My advisor who helped me pick out my classes and set up my schedule. They had all told me that a good rule of thumb is for every hour you have college credit, you have to spend twice that much studying. So you can either add it to where it's 3 hours for every college hour or 2 hours for every credit hour, which means at 12 credit hours a semester, I was already putting in 24 hours a week worth of work, or 36 hours. Let's stick with 24 just to keep the numbers, to lowball it, of studying. And so you got that. Then I was working about 15 hours a week when I started the everyday thing. So already there, 15 plus 24, that's like, what, 39 hours a week? So 1 hour short of an already full-time work week. And I know there's plenty of people at work freaking 60 hours a week. I've done that before too. It's hell. It sucks. You're putting in 10 to 12 hour days. Then you get the weekend where you just sleep all the time. I get it. Well, so I was already putting in 39 hours. I guarantee you I put in another 40 hours a week just doing videos. I got so obsessive in 2016 in the spring that my mom got so pissed, like you have no idea. She would get mad because I didn't go to family events. I didn't take any extra trips because I was filming. I stopped hanging out with friends because I was filming. I didn't do anything extra because I was filming. Like, all I did was I would go to work, I would go to school, and I'd come back home and film videos. And then oftentimes I would sneak my laptop or whatever to school and try to edit while I was in college, or I would upload videos at the college like I've always done and talked about. And I would do all these things, and like I said, literally 40 hours worth of extra work. And then when I did my show over the summer, it was a miracle that I'd already put all this work in and, you know, worked ahead on getting all these videos made before I went on, before I did the show, because I decided in May to do the show in July. So I had 3 months there essentially that I didn't hardly do videos. Well, I was still doing videos at the beginning, and then it started to slow down, and then it was like the last month that I couldn't do it. So I had about 6 months or 5 months without even doing the show, 4.5 or so, to really work on videos. So I'm just trying to explain that I put in all this work to do all that, and I was doing a video every day, and I was only getting, I mean, I got extra traffic, but if you want the monthly statistics, in the last 30 days, I have, which everything apparently is on the up and up, I'm assuming because the holidays have come in, but I've had 358 minutes of watch time in the past 30 days, past month, which is up, 239 views, and an average watch duration of a minute 29 seconds, so 89 seconds. So you put all that together, and I have worked like 60 hours a week for several weeks, or at least 40 hours a week on videos, and granted, I'm getting better at making videos and producing more fast, but I'm afraid I'm at the point where if I go any faster making videos, the quality is going to go down, because the quality kind of already decreased somewhat with the videos the way they're being made now. I hate to say that, but they kind of are. And it's just at the point now where I can't do it anymore and keep doing a video every day. It has to be 2 to 3 videos a week, and that's maximum if it's not even slower, because I'm just not bringing any money in. And you know, I've had people tell me, well, go to Twitch. Honestly, I don't want to go to Twitch because you have to start live streaming, and we see all these streaming fails, and I don't want to have to deal with that, you know. I've got too many little kids watching stuff. I can't get too crazy. I just decided not to. And then the adpocalypse comes in, and I've already got videos that aren't suited for advertisers, which I don't understand, because other than like accidental sexual innuendos that I may inadvertently not even realize I put in the video, you know, nothing gets, and everything's getting flagged, and it's like, why? There's been a couple times that I'm, just for an example, I had one of my Dragon Ball Xenoverse videos, I did make an intro that was a little sexual, because it was like kind of basically exploiting my guy's very shredded bod. But other than that, I really don't see a problem with any of my videos being like not safe for advertisers. I don't cuss. Yes, the games I do play are usually violent, but very rarely is it bloody or terrible. You know, a lot of them are T-rated games at the most, if not E for everyone. There's a bug on the wall. But it's like I've put all this work in, and I don't hardly get anything out of it. And I say all this, and I don't want to sound complaining, because, you know, I've heard several stories told by other YouTubers where it's like when they started this, they had these big-time dreams and this vision, and they were like, oh, I really want to get, you know, super famous, lots of subscribers, lots of views, to make a living off this, you know. And I was kind of the same way, in my opinion, but I wasn't like PewDiePie or Jacksepticeye. I didn't have the or Markiplier, any of those guys, Game Grumps, any of those guys. I didn't have this plan to be millions of subscribers and to be a freaking millionaire off this platform. All I wanted was to basically pay my bills and to kind of kind of make the same amount of money of that kind of the household I grew up in, which wasn't much. I'm not saying I was poor. But I definitely wasn't rich. It was just something to live comfortably with. And I can't do that right now. And I started up a Patreon trying to do that, which was probably the dumbest thing ever, because, you know, I've heard a lot of people say, or I've heard it said a lot, I don't know if it's true or not, but I've heard it said a lot where it's like, oh, you should have 1,000 subscribers at least, and you might get 1 or 2 patrons. And it's like, well, I gotta try something if I'm gonna keep this up. And I don't know how much longer my computer's even gonna last, because I've had it for 2 years now over the summer, and it's free. Come on. Come on. It's the camera, it's not the computer. Okay. Camera, it's not the computer. Okay. So it's the camera. I've had some of this stuff for 2 and 3 years, and for those of you that aren't techie, editing, filming, all this is super hard on a computer, because I am trying to not only play a high-end game where I may have all the settings turned down, but I'm also forcing it to multitask by recording me and then recording the game all at the same time. And then you have to layer it over with in the editor, and you have to render it. And I mean, this thing's been through hell, and you know, you can have a computer last years, and this thing has probably got another year if I'm lucky. So it wouldn't surprise me if I'm gonna have to buy another computer and build another one later. And it's just, I can't keep up with the costs. I'm basically just shelling out money and nothing's paying for itself. And I'm not in a position anymore, not living with my parents, that I can keep this up anymore. I'm 22 years old. I'm finally living on my own, and I can't keep this up. And another thing I want to also add, and this is very important too, I want to definitely get this point across, is I kind of realized about 14 or 15 months ago that I was like, you know, that's when it hit me. Was like 21st birthday, around my 21st birthday, it kind of hit me. I was like, I've been at this for like almost 3 years now, and I have not made any money off this. My sub count is still 3-digit. It just got into 3 digits. It's not even close to a 4-digit. You know, I'm not doing I'm not making near as good progress I should have, so it's kind of shut out. And I was at the point where I was like, and honestly I was fine with that. I was like, you know, it's fine. I will make videos for fun, and it'll be great. I don't care. Maybe someday it'll pick up, because something else to realize, I've made 700 videos. Over 700 videos. Not all of them are viewable yet, but there are 698 uploads on my channel. Not all of them are viewable yet. I know. But there are 698 videos that have been uploaded to YouTube, and there are, I guarantee you, probably, I'll just count right now, there are another 53 videos on my desktop right now that I will upload. I just haven't uploaded yet. So easily, what is that? 755 videos have been made in the past 4 years. Now, granted, I know there's some channels that have made freaking thousands of videos in the past 6 or 7 years. You know, way more than I have. You know, faster productivity. But they've got they're paying their bills. They're making good money. They can sit there and literally spend 24/7 making videos. You know, I've produced as much. You know, I know there's been plenty of points where PewDiePie's done a video a day. Game Grumps has done. They do like 3 or 4, but they have like 8 people doing stuff, and a lot of them are producing so fast now that they have editors doing everything. They have people to help them. I do this all by myself. Everything you see is me. The only time anybody ever helps me with anything is to film the thing. So if Sabrina's filming a video with me, if Ethan's filming a video with me, nobody does the editing but me. Nobody does Photoshop thumbnails but me. Nobody uploads but me. I do 100% of the work, and I have put forth effort comparable to big-time YouTubers and have made nothing off of it. You know, so I'm just trying to get that point across that I've put forth the effort, but it just hasn't worked. If it picks up eventually, I will gladly get up to other videos. That was another thing that I kind of rabbit trailed on. Recently, in the past probably month, you know, like I said, I was completely fine not making anything, but it got to me. It got to me, and I hate to admit it. I thought I could do it with the never give up attitude I usually have, but it finally freaking got to me. How I had uploaded a video, and I was like, yeah, I remember spending, I don't know, 15 or 20 minutes filming it, and then it was like another 30 minutes to an hour editing it, and then I had to sit there and let it render for about an hour or so. And then it took 3 or 4 hours because I didn't do it at the college to upload. Or let's just say it took a minute at the college to upload. It's like I put freaking, I don't know, and then if you take the render time out, if you just do filming and editing, and then I took probably an hour and a half to make that video. I uploaded it, and it still hasn't got views. In fact, if you want the specific video, it's my second Pink Panther video. I'm going to check that right now. I ain't afraid. Still no views, and it's been up for an entire week. I'm sorry, that just bothers me. And then the ones beside that, they have 4 views in 3 days, 4 views in a week, and 2 views in 1 week. And then if you want to go further than that, I've got one that's had 4 views. I had 7 views in 2 weeks. And then I had one, no, my Patreon video was 6 views in 2 weeks. And then, I mean, it's gotten to the point that it just kind of pisses me off, and it just really kind of depresses me if I sit here and look at it too long. That it's like, I spend all this time and I upload all these videos, and a lot of them are getting 2 or 3 views. And the crappy part is when I go to put in cards and annotations, sometimes they'll count that as a view. So a lot of these 2-view videos are probably no views. They just counting my view or click whatever because I'm trying to put in cards and annotations for other things. So it's like, who freaking knows who is actually watching these videos, you know? And it's just, you know, like I said, it just gets to a point where it's aggravating. And if it would pick up, I would be on top of this thing. You know, if I got to the point I could make $200 or $300 a month off of YouTube, I would actually start it up again. Or if I could put, you know, $200 or $300 a month, that'd pay my rent. You know, I could put it back in an account like I said I would on the Patreon and start putting it, because this computer's going to die on me. It wouldn't surprise me if, you know, 6 months down the road, it's dead. And I almost lose everything, whether or not I back it up. I just, you know, I'm not... And I used to be a kid that used to spend all of his life playing video games. Like, when I was 11 and 12, my parents, like, banned video games everywhere in my life and took them completely out because I had a legit addiction. And then when I got into high school, it was better. It wasn't bad because I could lift weights. I had good grades and everything. So, I mean, I grew out of it. And then, like, when I got into college, I played video games a lot in my spare time. I mean, I've always been a gamer. I've always been a gamer, you know, like a casual gamer. You know, I'll play whatever I want, Pokemon. I've gotten to the point now where in the past month, I've had to force myself to play games. I've had to force myself to play games not on YouTube. Like, just to put it into perspective, I bought Sun and Moon when it came out. I waited at Walmart till midnight and was the first guy in town to get Sun. Pokemon Sun and Moon. Me and Sabrina both got it. I still haven't finished Sun. I bought Ultra Sun as a way to tell myself, to further motivate myself to say, you just bought a game. You're going to have to play it eventually, but you have to finish this other one first. Because, you know, when I bought X and Y, or when I bought X for me and then Omega Ruby for me, I finished those. You know, they came out in October and November respectively, I believe. I finished those by, like, at least Valentine's Day, if not by Christmas, because it was a new game and that was all I spent my time playing. But thanks to YouTube, I have put so much effort into YouTube that it has been over a year, and the next game has come out and I still haven't finished it. You know, I'd only, you know, for those that would understand the lingo here, I had beaten 2 trials in the whole game. I'd beaten 2 trials in that game, first 2 trials. I just finished my 4th or 5th one, or however many. Like, I think I'm on the 3rd island. I'm not exactly sure, like, because of the gym badges thing. It's not gym badges anymore. But it's like, that's how much that's how much I've put into this YouTube and gotten really nothing out of it. And like I said, I don't want to sound complaining. I'm just being honest with everybody that I have run myself into the ground and giving myself a last hurrah, where I'm at the point where I'd promised myself another thing, that if I was ever going to quit YouTube, I'd try to film Earthbound first. I've run myself into the ground to the point I don't even know if I want to play Earthbound to try to finish up this YouTube. I think, with 2 or 3 videos a week, I think I've got enough ready now, which also sucks because, there's a couple games I've filmed that I haven't finished. So if I don't upload the ones because they're unfinished, then that takes out some other videos, and that could be done in a couple months. But I kind of want to film Earthbound. I don't even really want to film Earthbound anymore. But I think I'll get myself to do it, and it'll still be fun to film it and then be done with YouTubing. But it's like, if I can't make any more money off of this, I'm just going to have to quit eventually. And I hate to complain, but it's just... And I know I'm rambling at this point, but I've just burnt myself out. So unless, people can band together and this thing really shoots off, I think this is about the end of Gamer with Gains. And I hate to be that way, but I've seen other channels that started later than me. I personally know the creators. Some I went to high school with, some I went to college with that I personally know. And they just shot up straight past me. There's one that I think I started an entire year before he did. And within his first 3 months of being a channel, beat me in subscribers, views. I don't know if he monetizes it or not, but it's like... And the video quality, as much as I hate to say it, of course, thank God they're not going to know who I'm talking about. But their video quality was crap. I hate to be a jerk like that, but it's like, it's not even that their video quality was crap. The thing that I realized that separated me from the rest of them is I put production value into it. I edited it. It kind of looks like they just filmed raw video footage and then uploaded it. Maybe just done a couple cuts to fade stuff in and out. Maybe put a text over the front. It's something that could be done in Movie Maker that I started off with, and it's just the post-production quality wasn't there. There was no thumbnails. And it's like, you're doing everything statistically wrong, and you're still beating me. And I mean, they got better because they started doing different things, but it's like, come on, man. I've kind of earned it, and it's not getting anywhere. And it's just... I guess I was better off being a personal trainer, because at least, thank goodness, I'm making money and able to make a living off of that. But like I said, I knew this video was going to be terrible. I'm not feeling as crappy as I thought I would now that I've kind of gotten it off my chest. I hope nobody really hates me now. I know I talked to Sabrina a little bit about it, so if she even watches this, she's going to feel like crap, because I know she always liked that I did videos, I think. I don't even know if she'll watch it. That's the sad part. My own sister won't even watch my stuff. But it's just everybody's busy, and it's like, it just didn't take off like I thought it would. And now it's been 30 minutes, and even if I edit it really hardcore and chop it down as much as I can, it's still going to be a 25-minute ramble video. But I really hope you stuck with me through all this. And I'm going to make a thumbnail for it. I'll edit it to where it's easier to consume, but I don't even feel like putting annotations at the end. Or a outro. I'm just gonna fade it out. I hate that it's ended like this, but at the end I can at least say, I can look at myself in the mirror and say I gave it all I had. I gave it everything I got. I took this YouTube thing, grabbed it by the horns, and I fought as hard as I could, trying to get through everything. I made some pretty decent friends along the way, learned a lot on video editing, and it was a pretty great ride. I hate the way it ended. Maybe this ain't the end. Maybe this little cry for help is enough to get the ball rolling for me, like for reals. I doubt it, but I still got a small slip of hope. It's just one of those deals that I've been doing this for 4 years, and it's easily I easily went from childhood to adulthood on this, but I think, the more I get into it and the more time goes by, I think even if I just do a video once or twice a week, I think I'll eventually be alright, and it won't be a thing missing. Like I said, I don't think I'll ever be able to fully quit making YouTube videos entirely, but I could see it winding down to once a week and then just keeping a steady pace for a while. And then if I run out of videos and they cut off my contract with Social Blade and stop paying me for videos, I could live with that too. Like I said, my voice is going out. It sounds like crap now. I thank you for those who have supported me in the past. I thank each and every one of you. I appreciate it. You know, I don't even know how to end this video. I just wish it would have went. I did give a full effort. I think I explained that good enough. But, I'd say unless things pick themselves up by some miracle, it's just about over. I've burnt myself out. But like I said, I can go out knowing I did my best. With or without, or it's bound to truly end it. Sorry for those that want to keep watching, but those videos will stay up for an eternity. One more thing, and I promise I'm done. Another thing, I think it's going to be impossible for just about anybody to make it big anymore on YouTube or even get to the point they can make a living. Simply because it is just super saturated now. I think probably easily 1,000 hours worth of content being uploaded every minute now, which means that's like a freaking, how long? Hang on. Well, if it's 1,000 hours, that's 6 weeks. So a month and a half worth of content gets uploaded every minute. Every freaking minute. So there's like no way anybody could watch all of YouTube anymore. It's like constantly evolving and growing to the point that if you're not already there, I'm just not sure you can make it. And I hate to be that way, but alright, I'm finally done. The camera's froze, the computer's froze. I've had to refilm this twice. I'm stressed out and I just want to go take a shower. I have no intention of going to bed anytime soon. Like I said, it's still Thanksgiving and I got 4 days off, so I may just stay up super late, play Pokemon Sun, and work on those list of games that I had made a list of to play this next year, kind of as my self-help and self-medication. And that's one last thing. I don't want anybody to worry about me. My life's actually going great now. It's just that one little thing I had to get off my chest and get out of my system. So nobody worry. Nick's not going crazy. He's not losing his mind. He's just sad that this had to go, but happy it was there for a while and proud of himself that he fought for it like a real man.